certain electricity in the air, a sense of expectation. I'm holding my cell phone in my hand to remind myself and you to turn them off so that they don't make any kind of noise or even distract you in any way. That was the first thing. I'd like to welcome all of you today, and like to tell you that we are so very pleased that you are able to be here for this very exciting master class. Many of you have already had an opportunity to meet Mr. Wustman, but there will be a formal introduction soon. I'd like to thank all of the people who were involved with this process of bringing Mr. Wustman to Grand Rapids Community College. I'd like to thank all the administration, voice faculty from Aquinas College, Grand Valley State University, Hope College, Grand Rapids Community College, and I appreciate your support in allowing us to do this master class. I'd like to introduce Mr. Scott Bosher, who is really the driving force behind this event today. Mr. Bosher is one of our adjunct voice faculty here at Grand Rapids Community College, and he will also formally introduce you to John Wustman. Mr. Bosher.
Welcome. We're all so glad that you're here with us this morning. Just one procedural thing. I know some of our students have classes and are going to be kind of coming and going a little bit as the morning goes. All we ask is that if you do come and go, do it when the singers are switching, not in the middle of the singers. So as we trade between singers this morning. Also, the order might slightly change. We'll let you know as we go, and the singers will announce as well. I know exactly how our young singers feel today, because in 1976, all the way back then, at Calvin those days, I sang for Mr. Wustman for the first time. And I know you've got butterflies in your stomach. Let me say this maybe to calm those butterflies just a little bit. Last night at dinner, we asked Mr. Wustman, of all the great singers that you had the chance to work with, and if you've read his resume, you see that they're listed here, who was your favorite to work with? And he very diplomatically said, I wouldn't be able to do that. And as I was driving home, I thought, the question we should have asked him is, of all the wonderful singers that you've worked with of your amazing career, what's been the most rewarding? And I know that his answer would have been working with young singers. Working with young college and graduate school singers is his joy, it's his passion. He's on your side this morning, and it's going to be a wonderful day, and we're so glad that you're here. I'd like to turn it over now to Mr. John Wustman.
Good morning. I'm standing here at the moment, but rest assured, I am not going to sing. So don't worry about that. It's a great pleasure to be here and to see so many of you. And as Scott said, I think really working with young students, or working with students of any age, has really been a thrill and a great satisfaction in my life. I'll learn a lot today too, I know. Every student brings something new, something I had not thought of before, or it makes me think clearly about what I've been saying for the last years and think, this is the reason. This young person has showed me, and by singing and by talking, what this really is. So it's such a pleasure for me. And then, I don't know if all of you know, but I've never seen this building before, or this school, but I'm really sort of home. I was born and raised in Byron Center, and that's very close to here. I had never seen this part of Grand Rapids. It looks to me like we're in a foreign land. I have no idea. We have never seen anything quite like this. I want to say just a couple of things about the class. I've always thought, and I still think, that the term master class is really a little bit extra fancy. I don't feel like a master, only in the fact that I'm much older than anybody else in the room, and I've been at this longer than anybody else has probably. But master always sounds a little bit self-important, and I don't feel that way at all. And I'm here to help you with what you know and to show you what I know. And if we're going to talk about things that have to do with your singing, which have to do with the words, the text, and what the song is about, how you would better be able to put it out to the public. Because what we're trying to do with every song and every aria that we sing is communicate something to the people who listen. That's what music is all about. It's for the people who listen. And there are ways to go about this. And I've just realized in these last bunch of years that people probably your age, young people, still argue radically about so-and-so is better than so-and-so, or I like so-and-so, and so-and-so is terrible. And that's just fine. But let me tell you, you will grow out of that. It disappears. And what I want to show you this morning is that what I think I discovered for myself, but I was really quite young, thank goodness, when there was great arguing and great talking about who was really a greater soprano, Callas or Tebaldi. And people fought about it. I mean, swore at each other and were ready to take up arms, I think. But I thought, how can this be? I liked one better than the other myself. But I thought, what is this thing that when people are known as great singers, this is true today too, as it was in my day, what is it that they do that makes them get known as great singers, that they make a lot of money, and they're very successful and very popular, and when the voices can be so radically different. And some may say, I like that voice, right? People don't say that anymore. People say, oh, so-and-so is wonderful, so-and-so is terrible. Well, but that's not really true. What is true, and what you realize as early as you can, that you happen to like this voice better than you like that one. And this is a personal feeling that one has. I like certain voices better than others. They speak to me. But if I be very careful and listen, does this singer do things right or wrong? And right or wrong, there are only two things to think about. Does he or she sing the right notes? Is it C natural or C sharp? What is she singing? It's printed C natural, so if it's not C natural, something is wrong. That's clear. And is it really a quarter note that is worth 2/8 notes? Or is she singing something that is shorter or longer than 2/8 notes? That's wrong. And that we can argue about. But other than that, all the sound, don't say the voice is too dark or it's too bright, it's too this, whatever. Those are private opinions. Voice teachers are loaded with such opinions. And so are people who sing, and so are students. But I want to show you today, I hope, is things that I think are eternal verities, things that don't change, that cannot be argued about. If this quarter note is worth 2/8 notes, that is absolutely the truth. And if it's not, if you don't sing 2/8 notes, then there is something wrong. And also, what I have discovered so much in teaching of both young and old people is that we rarely take the time to sing a whole note. We attack the note, and then we're out to lunch somehow. We're still making a kind of noise, a kind of sound, but it's not really vibrant. It's not really coming from the depths of us and saying something to the public. And this we all have to learn to do. And this great singers have. They have it in spades. And they go until the very last note. And if the last note is a dotted half note, they want to sing it 3 beats. It's 3 beats of real sound. It's just not 3 beats that the metronome is ticking, and then they finally sort of stop. No, it's like that. They're alive. And that's what I hope I can show you. And with that, we're going to begin. I want to say to those of you who sing, what I want you to do is sing your piece. I will say nothing. I will sing it all the way through, beginning to end, as you have always done it, as you're doing it right this moment. Show me and show the audience what it is you want to convey, and then we will talk about, maybe there's nothing to do, maybe it'll already be perfect. Maybe we're just wonderful, we'll just applaud loudly and go on. But then we will talk about it, and if you have questions, maybe you will have, I prefer that you hold your questions until the end of our class period, and then I think we will have time. I will arrange it so that we do have time to have questions and answers. I hope I have the answers. Don't ask me anything which I don't know, because that would be embarrassing. But so with that, we're going to begin. And I have forgotten now what is first on the list.
Amber?
But what do you have, honey?
I have Cara Cara Dolce by
Oh, okay,
Alessandro
good.
Scarlatti. Would you like a copy of it?
No. Do you all have the title of the song printed?
Yes.
Okay.
Cara cara dolce, cara cara dolce, cara dolce libertà.
teacher. Amber, tell me something about this song, about this Cara Dolce Libertà.
Well, it's from a song cycle, and the previous song is about this girl basically falling out of love and getting rid of the guy, and this one is about her being okay with that and happy about being alone.
Oh, okay.
The heart is free.
But what is the name of the work it's from?
I don't know.
Neither do I, that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
I have no idea. Is the teacher here who knows?
Yeah. Barton.
Here. My understanding is that it's not from a larger work, that it's just a set of 5 songs that he wrote for the purpose of
Yeah.
putting them
I
together.
have no idea, that's why I am asking. I don't know if it's a cantata, an opera, or whatever.
Yes.
But what do you want to say? Cara Dolce Libertà. But what really do you, what kind of feeling do you want to give us who know nothing about it at all?
A freeing sound.
Pardon me?
A freeing sound is supposed to be dear, dear, sweet liberty, basically feeling free.
Feeling free. Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't feel free. But
Okay.
let me hear just the first 2 phrases again.
Okay.
Think about Cara Dolce Libertà. But if you want the libertà, the liberty is 2 things, isn't it, in the beginning?
Yeah.
It's dear and it's sweet. And then we're going to
Yes.
talk more about what kind this liberty is.
Okay.
It seems to me, ca and rada, they don't sound together.
Okay.
But how long is ca? For a data, that means nothing. That is 0, 0 mean. In the world. An eighth doesn't mean a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So what am I looking for? Well, how long is the eighth?
But you mean like you want a technical answer or?
But I want the truth. I want the truth. What else could I want?
An eighth note is half of a quarter note.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh, come on. 2/16, right. It's 2/16,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
2/16 of what? Of chocolate cake?
Would be nice.
That might be. 2/16 of what?
4 30-second notes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sound.
Okay.
2/16, this is vital. These are things that I talked about 10 minutes ago. Things about no one can argue. 2/16 of sound. And you only give about 1/16. You go,
Okay.
and I watch you, you start the note, your voice is wonderful, it sounds okay, but then you're out too much.
Okay.
And there's a scene now for hanging there, I think, what is it? The cara dolce libertà. It's got sound going all the time.
Okay.
There's 16 notes inside every one of these 8 notes. Come on, let's try again. Better cara dolce, this one I dolce. I've got 2 vowels on this note. Cara dolce.
Okay.
But what am I doing?
You're connecting notes.
I'm connecting note. And what do we call that in music?
Legato.
Legato. See, and that's what legato means, doesn't it?
Yes.
It means connected. It's an
Yes.
Italian word, it means connected. It's a word that Italians use every day, probably 100 times. The mother saying, legato those things. I mean, it's supposed to be tied together. And the cara, that's what legato is. Nothing, doesn't mean smooth. Smoothness may result, but it means that the notes are tied together.
Okay.
Tied together with what?
What sound?
The sound, absolutely. So the sound has to be going all the time. Cara dolce libertà.
Okay.
Now, what is interesting about cara dolce libertà? What about that phrase? We had cara dolce, blah, 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 blah. Then what happens with this next phrase?
It's talking about being free. So
Well, we know that already. We know
yeah.
that. But what's interesting about that phrase? Well, what is it? This is, I suppose this is Baroque, this is Scarlatti, Alessandro Scarlatti. But there's really ba 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 ba. Oh my God. No. Ta ba dee ba ba ba. Ta ba dee ba dee ba ba. Longer, isn't it?
Rounding, yeah.
Yeah, it's long.
Okay.
or say something as we can hear something more.
Okay.
Okay. Cara, cara, dolce libertà. Okay, beginning.
Okay. Caro, caro e dolce.
Come on now.
Caro, caro e dolce.
Cara e dolce libertà.
Caro e dolce.
Great. Great. Super. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
Okay.
Go out from loud.
Oh, loud.
Yeah, I was gonna take it.
Mamma mia, consolito.
Does it not sound to me like you? I don't know where you are now.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on. You're not singing. You sort of make some sound. We don't care. I'm telling you, nobody gives a damn. Nobody. If you sing like that, nobody wants to listen.
Okay. Mamma mia, consolito. Non vive in servitù. Sia mio cresciuto
Come
sembra.
on back to this one. Remember that you want to make all these eighth notes. You have a succession of eighth notes. I don't know how many are in a row. You're still around.
Yes.
Okay. But they're all with sixteenths.
Okay.
And the sixteenths of sound. Keep sound going. Your mouth goes open and closed. What happens when you close your mouth?
Sound.
The sound stops.
Yeah.
And our mouth is closed, the sound doesn't come out. You may think we're making a lot of sound inside, but our mouth isn't opening, we can't hear. You know, who asked about the microphone?
Somebody asked him about a microphone?
Yeah. Don't you wear that thing? I will.
No, it's okay.
Okay, fine. I'm happy with this, but I just had a second of thought about it. Here we go. Just start right here.
Okay. Mamma mia, consolito. Non vive in servitù. Sia mio cresciuto sembra. Sia mio cresciuto sembra.
If you stroll, then make sure you get all the syllables and all the notes in the right places.
Okay.
Keep going. Come on, that's the same place. And what are you going to do when you have all these 2 bars of these 16th notes, all in the same syllable, all in the same vowel? What is it trying to show us? But why does start off? You think, oh my God, I think I'll write, put all these little black notes in there. Does it just to give you something to do?
No.
What is it for?
More sound and build and climaxing.
Yeah, it's something different, so we don't get bored.
Yeah.
So something. It's twice the same thing. 2 bars after the same. So the second one I think should be a little more sound. I would do. Could be with a little less sound, whatever. But I think it needs something different.
Okay.
It's 2 bars is the same thing.
Okay. And now?
Yeah. That's it.
Mamma mia, consolito. Non vive in servitù. Sia mio cresciuto sembra. Sia mio cresciuto sembra. Caro, caro e dolce.
This happened every time with this check. Dolce. What kind of word is dolce? And my question is not a very good one. Let's see if you can answer it.
I don't know.
It's a 2-syllable word.
Okay.
So what are we going to do with dolce? What should we do?
Take a crescendo.
Ah, okay. That's sort of fancy, but I can accept that. Maybe you're smarter than that. But the first one is stronger than the second one.
Okay.
Cara, cara, dolce. It's a long, short word, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Then you go dolce, and then you are sitting in this chair. And what's that?
Okay, yeah.
That phrase, yes.
Right there.
Okay. Caro, caro e dolce.
See, it sounds like dolce, but also you disagree. You go che. I don't change. Well, how do I manage that to keep this che without disappearing into e at the end of it? No, that's a good answer, but it's not the right one.
Okay.
I don't move my mouth, do I? You go che.
Mm-hmm.
How do we change vowels?
Will you change it by moving your mouth?
Yeah, you have
So don't move your mouth.
Entonces no hombre. I think it's there forever. I have the same, maybe the wrong one, but I'm there forever. What do you do now?
I go on.
You
I actually go right back to the beginning.
you do the second verse. We won't do the second verse now. But I wondered, and I looked at this, I thought, it's not really clear, is it?
We thought it seemed redundant
Yeah.
to do it at the end and to do it again at the beginning,
Yeah.
so we left it out between the stanzas.
Yeah, or you can leave out the second stanza. You know, it's like the preacher in church that says sings all 5 verses of every hymn. You know, it's a little bit boring, and the last ways along. And but when I looked at it, I wonder.
I drew the repeat sign in there just to remember.
But then they were missing half a bar. That's what
Yeah.
that I wonder what we should see about the other thing.
But here it goes from beat 3 through beat 2.
And-
And here it goes,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But see, this is a whole bar, and this is a whole bar. I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know if we. I'm trying to not wind up at half a bar.
Yeah.
You know, you'll figure out something. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Thank you.
I don't have the program, so I don't know what who is next.
Hi, I'm
Cameron?
Avery.
Yeah, Cameron.
It doesn't matter. That
I'm from Aquinas.
uh-huh.
Oh.
And what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Die Forelle by Franz Schubert.
Okay, this is really wonderful.
In einem Bächlein helle, da schoss vorein die launische Forelle, vorüber wie ein Pfeil. Ich stand an dem Gestade, ich sah ihn sehr so recht, des bunten Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein da, des bunten Fischleins Bade im klaren Bächlein da. Ein Fischer mit der Rute wohl an dem Ufer stand und saß mit kaltem Blute, bis sich das Fischlein wand. Solang dem Wasser hell, so dachtig liegt geblickt, so fängt die Forelle mit seinem angelegt, so fängt die Forelle mit seinem angelegt. watching this whole scene unfold. I'm standing by a river or a.
Let me tell you something. But when you tell the song is about, don't give all these, we don't need all these phrases before.
Okay.
But what is the title of the song?
Di forella means the trout.
The trout. Now tell us what the poem says.
The poem says in a shady, do you want me to translate it?
Yeah,
Or-
go ahead.
I'll do my best.
Me too.
In a bright, clear, shady brook, there was a trout that it shot past like an arrow.
Absolutely.
Um,
Be on file, huh? That's what the, yeah.
Yes. The
Don't think about translation, just tell us the
Okay.
story.
Anyway.
This trout playing
yes.
in the
He's
clear
playing
water.
in the brook, and I'm watching, and I'm just enjoying a peaceful day watching this cute little fish have a great time in the water. And suddenly I see a fisherman from afar, and he comes to the scene, and he has his rod in his hand, and he thinks he's going to catch this fish. But I think to myself, it's okay, because as long as the water's clear, the fish will be able to get away. But then the fisherman muddies up the water and makes it so the fish can't see where he's going. And in the end, the fisherman catches the fish, and I'm standing there in shock with a ruined day.
Now, there are several, I mean, this, maybe you all know this song already. It's one of the Schubert songs everybody knows, and it's really wonderful. And Ken, I think when I did this song I think I looked at 5 different editions. Not one had this bar.
Really?
Not one. And I always wondered about it, and in fact, not one of the editions had an introduction at all, but none. And what some editor did, or probably the secretary of some editor, just took the notchfield and put it in the front to make an introduction. But anyway, I think we did it without any introduction. But now when I do it, I do it this, because I was going to say, oh, it doesn't want to play the introduction. That's not true. But I do this bar out. So you come one bar earlier. This bar doesn't exist anywhere. It's just some editor's idea.
Are you saying the last?
The last chord.
Okay.
So you come at the
All
end
right.
of bar 4.
Just
In
like
I
this.
am
Okay.
Okay. Let's begin again. Now,
In einem Buch mein Herr, das Schloss in Freiheit.
there's several things here to do. But what are you going to do with Eine Wäschlein Helle? What about this, the end of Helle? What is this? Right. Yeah, don't make this hello sound. I get so annoyed with all these German classes that say, oh, this is the schwa sound. It doesn't exist. It does not exist in lyric German. It does in everyday speaking. I am not going to question that. But Helle is a real vowel. Listen to any real German singer you will hear. But then da Schoss and Schoss, what is that Schoss?
Shot?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we do this when we say "Da schoss im froher Eil." Yeah, it's onomatopoetic, isn't it? Da schoss im froher Eil. In einer Wäschlein. What about my first bar? In einer Wäschlein helle. We're talking about mine and yours. The difference between us.
Oh, what did I do and what did you do?
Yes, so what did we
Am
not?
I separating?
You go in einer Wäschlein. I think what's that? What is that all about?
And you connected everything.
I sing Make Alpha, don't I? I was born that way. I can't do anything else. I can't open my mouth and sing Make Alpha. I just can't.
So would you like me to retry that?
I would. Die Weine Wäschlein helle, da schoss im froher Eil. Okay? Die launische Forelle, vorüber wie ein Pfeil. So just like an arrow.
Okay.
Oh, a couple of bars can't. 2 is fine. Yeah.
In einem Buch mein Herr.
What about the first line of the little brook? What about the first syllable of that?
First of all.
In einem Wäschlein helle.
I thought it was Bethlehem.
No, it is not. Why is it not?
I don't know.
How do we do these CHs in German?
I thought that CH was up.
It's not. No, when is it like that? When is the CH in German back? When we say Bach is back, isn't it? Doch is back. Buch is back. When is it back? And when it's not back, it has to be forward. But when is it? It's easier to learn the rule for when it is back. Anyone? When it's after the letters A, O, or U. Those three vowels. Bach is back. Doch, the word for but, however, is back. Buch, or das Buch, the book, is back. But these are the three vowels also, which can take the umlaut. So there's this vowel, the Bechlein, which is small. It's a little book. So in einem Bechlein helle. Okay?
Okay.
Can you change now?
I will do my very best. I think I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Absolutely.
In einem Bächlein helle, das schoss in Freude.
Now try it out. In einem Bächlein helle. What do I do in hell? How long is hell?
It's longer than.
Oh yeah, sure it's longer. How long? How long is it?
The specific beat, the specific.
Well, yeah, how long? In einem Bächlein helle. How long was mine?
It's. I know it's 2/3 of the word. I don't know
Really?
what the beats are.
This is vital, just vital. This is like learning the 10 Commandments. I mean, you can't live without this. You just can't. You can always skip a commandment or two and you'll be fine. But you cannot. Don't laugh. We've all skipped some. But you can't skip this. Helladashos. What is my hell like? What am I doing? And what is hell? What am I doing with hell? Pardon?
Holding it. Crescendoing.
That's part of it, yes. And what? It's 4/16 long, isn't it?
Okay. And then the last one is 1/16.
We're not talking about that, so we're not that far.
Right.
But it's 4/16 long. And 4/16 of what?
Sound.
Sound. And what kind of sound?
Singing stuff.
Singing sound, yes. Alive, vibrant, going. And I'm doing that all the time. What would you see if you cut my throat open? What would you see? What would you see?
I would see vocal cords.
You would see 16th notes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm serious. Yeah. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to cut my throat open to show you. But that's what's there. And each one has 2/16. And that's why great singers are tired after a performance. That's why they say, oh, my God, I sang this whole program, I sang this whole opera, but because they're working all the time. Doesn't mean they're tired of standing up or running around, but this is making sound. This isn't going to change overnight, but I'm not going to stop. Once again, everybody go on.
Okay.
Here we go. Die launische Forelle, vorüber wie ein Pfeil. We're listening, we've heard it for the first time. I think you're going to say something. This trout shot past like what? An arrow. How does an arrow go? What's it cut, doesn't it? Yeah. Die launische wie ein Pfeil. Yeah, it's not on the way. You have to show us too. We're just idiots listening to you. Wherever you want.
From where we
Yeah,
get.
that's very good. For these 16 notes at all. If I were playing, you'd be left behind. Behind. But do you think that?
No retard?
No. Does Schuber say retire? No. Why are you retiring?
I found that there was a little retard
There is none.
Okay, I won't.
There is none. But you're going to sing the notes cleanly. It just takes a little bit longer. It does. And what kind of fish is that? He's going along and, okay, I guess I'll slow down. Okay, we'll start again. What kind of fish is that?
Not a fish that wants to get caught.
No. It's a lazy fish. Ich stand an dem What am I doing?
You're connecting, you're making a legato.
I'm singing.
Okay.
Ich stand an dem Gestade. It's not a so there's a
Not, okay.
there's no no. Ich stand an dem Gestade.
Und stand an dem Gestade und sah in der Sonne.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
Ich stand an dem Gestade.
Ich stand an dem Gestade und sah in der Sonne. Des Mutterfischleins Bade im kleinen Bettlein so. Des Mutterfischleins Bade im kleinen Bettlein so.
Yeah, now, two rhymes with ru, but you don't do the both. You go, there's no, you rhyme, but I don't let you got all mixed up. It's just ooh, 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 ooh. You say it fine. It's not the first one. I've heard this before. I don't know if this is, whatever, this is Western Michigan, but this is just ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a in there. Now, ich stand an dem Gestade. Give me. Ich stand an dem Gestade.
und sah in der Sonne.
Bravo!
Mutterfischleins Bade im kleinen Bettlein so.
Great.
Des Mutterfischleins Bade im
Klare Bächlein zu.
Wrong part. Ein Fischer mit der rote Wollanden
Try it if you can. This doesn't change overnight. Ein Fischer mit the. This is not good. That's not music. That's not music. You may think it is, but honey, you're not making any music. Ein Fischer mit der. Ein Fischer mit der Rute. Sing. I mean, Schubert gives you a whole eighth note. A whole eighth note. That's 2/16, it's 4/30 seconds. It's eight, whatever it is. Ein Fischer, help me. Ein Fischer mit der Rute.
Ein Fischer mit der rote Wollanden
Start.
und saß mit kalter Brot, bis nicht das Fischlein ward. So lang im Wasser hängt, so dacht ich nicht, so fängt die Forelle mit seiner
Augen nicht.
so fängt die Forelle mit seinen Angesicht. Doch endlich versand
Look, and, then to the T. Look, endlich, forward CH. Look, endlich war dem Liebe. Okay.
I thought I had two more, but my fingers, sorry.
Doesn't matter. We can do this forever. Okay, sure.
Doch endlich versand
Try to go together. Doch endlich war dem Liebe. Doch endlich war dem Liebe. What am I doing?
You're connecting everything, making a
I'm
legato.
singing.
You're
I'm
singing.
singing.
You're singing normally.
No, I'm singing.
Okay.
What were you doing?
I was not singing.
You were not
It's
singing. What you were doing, I'm serious. I cannot be called singing. Doch endlich war dem, that's not singing. Doch endlich war dem Liebe.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Doch endlich versand
You still want,
Liebe.
you're going, doch endlich, I see, are you even your face? You stop, you're out to lunch, honey.
I'm
Doch
thinking
end-
about the syllables that I'm supposed to be singing.
Well then why don't you?
Because it's too, I don't know.
Why don't you?
I've practiced it wrong so many times.
Why? Change, change. Okay, het is waar den dieren. Change.
Doch het is waar den dieren, die zijn zo lang. Macht das Fischlein glücklich spüren, und ich gedacht, so zu sein.
So, that's really is short. But it begins with this hard Z, that's TH. So, and with a double K. So, what does to mean?
I don't remember.
Means pulled.
Okay.
So he pulled his rod. So der seine Ruder. So we want to show that. So der seine Ruder.
Okay.
Right there.
So zu seiner Ratte, das Fisch.
Der seine Ruder.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay.
So seine Ruder.
Okay.
So seine.
So zuckte seine Ratte, das Fischlein zappelt dran.
Das Fischlein zappelt, with the CH in the beginning and a double P. Das Fischlein zappelt. What am I doing? Zappelt dran. What do I do? Zappelt.
What are you doing when you sing that?
Yeah.
You're getting there really fast.
Yes. What else?
I don't know what you're going for. I don't know.
The truth. The truth. Only the truth.
Okay. You're singing.
I'm singing. This is a double P. And the P is what kind of.
Oh, you're stopping on the
Absolutely.
P.
It's an unvoiced consonant, isn't it? P.
Okay.
So, and therefore, what do I have to do?
You have to not voice it. Stop it.
Exactly. Das Fischlein zappelt dran. I have to, it's the double P, so I'm stopping. It's absolute silence. And at that point, we won't discuss it further at the moment, maybe later it's something else. At that point, the legato is really a matter of invention. Das Fischlein zappelt dran. Well, I'm not making sound. So I'm not making legato, I'm making silence. Das Fischlein zappelt dran. That little fish was hanging, got caught.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so seine Rute.
So zuckte seine Ratte.
So that's a double K. So seine Rute.
So zuckte seine Ratte,
Das
Fischlein
Fischlein zappelt.
und ich
You're out tonight. So ish. But I thought, oh, what the hell? She's all, who cares? So ish. So ish with Regabu. So my blood was stirring. I watched it. I thought, oh, that's not too bad. Oh, fish habit. Maybe it'd be good for dinner. Das Fisch. Okay.
Das Fisch.
Yeah.
That part?
Sure, that's okay.
das Fischlein zappelt dran und ich bin
Regenbogen.
die Beklage an und ich bin Regenblut, es hat die Beklage an.
Finish it. Not in the force, but not in the introduction. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
To stay on time, we need to stop right at 20 minutes now, so we need to switch.
Pardon?
I'm going to try to keep you on schedule, so every 20 minutes we need to switch and go right at 20.
So I didn't hear you.
I'm going to try to keep things on schedule. She needs to switch now every 20 minutes. We're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
switch. Otherwise, we're going to get behind on the day.
Okay.
Goodbye. Good morning. Are you listening?
she's sacrificing herself for Kalaf. She's vowing in silence to not let Torando know his name, and she, in doing so, kills herself afterwards.
Right. So in the beginning, who is it? What is Tu? Who is it?
Torando.
Let's see. And can this is sheet music. I don't use this introduction. I just played the B flat chord. Do you want 1, 2, or 3 times? Whatever.
Sure.
But and I don't play the ending either. I just end. It wants to sound, you know.
Okay.
It's sure. Yeah. It's just something and I never know how these sheet music things come about. It's probably probably the editor says, "Hey Millie, make an introduction." And so Millie said, "I'm going to be a few hours and make an introduction." And then Shirley says, "No, this please." It has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
Try again from the beginning. What is wrong with this first two? But yeah, the one is not really steady enough, and I think also not quite long enough. Two. Don't think of it just as one note. I don't think of anything as just one note. I'm looking at it as, now you must know, what do I think about this note?
It's long. To hold it out?
Yeah, but it is.
To sing it.
It has lives inside it. Two, I'm thinking to myself, it's making 4 16th notes. Each
Okay.
one, are these 16th notes equal?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No?
One is louder than the other, one is longer than the other. This is it for the public to know. But for me to know, I'm thinking, that I'm creating this note. Don't go to, you know, I think, oh my, I went to listen to this aria. You know, when is Tor going to sing again?
Yeah.
Don't do it like that. I mean, like this. Tu, cathedral. Now we're moving by 8 notes. Come on. It's very, very easy in a way that's how, but also very difficult. But it's worth a lot. And I think one is just enough. That's all. We are making these into two. You have to come along. Well, what should you be doing when he plays the first note? What should you be doing?
Sing.
Pardon?
Preparing to sing?
Singing inside.
Okay.
Oh, now we're going to hear you for real. You're going to make
Okay.
sound. But when the music begins, you have to be going on already. But this inner rhythm, and this doesn't change. Okay?
Okay.
But listen carefully, you are flat all the time. But stop doing that. Just be higher.
Okay.
But two, and now I'm going to move in the safe notes. I'm going like that. And inside me is at least 16th notes. Cut my throat open and see 16ths. I swear to God, you know. And we finally get to say, and I'm going to have it. Say, it's really vital, because you have to make this sound all the time. I'm not talking about amount of sound.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to sing louder, because that wouldn't bother me. But that isn't it. It's not that you have to make more sound, that you make the right kind of sound that lasts the whole. This is vital for all of it. This is what this is all about. It's not, don't go home, don't you teachers go back and say, oh, he just wants everybody to sing loud. True, I like loud. I won't take that away. But that is not really what it's all about. What it's about is making sound. It may be very quiet sound, but it's real sound. It can be loud too. This is not loud, but you're talking to the queen.
Right.
She doesn't always hear well. separation. You look at and what does the separation do? Separation takes time.
Right.
We don't have time to hear. Cathedrals. What am I doing? Legato all the time. Cathedrals. There is no other way. There is no other way. What does staccato mean?
Space.
That's a result, but what does it mean? You know, I've said often this. If I ever taught again in a school, I think I would insist that at the beginning of the semester, everybody in the school, faculty and students alike, would have to learn these words in Italian, and there's some in German, I understand that too. What they mean in the language. That's what they mean eventually in music too. I mean, legato, I told you, means tied together, means bound. Staccato means something.
Separated.
Separated, absolutely. So it doesn't mean that it's short.
Right.
It might mean that we are going to make a short note, but it means that separated. Separated from what? The note next to it. But here, this is not staccato, this is legato. It's bound together. It's just the exact opposite. Two. I'm thinking, aha. Cathedrals, I can't go any other way. Bravo! Do it again. That's perfect. That's how you go. Because if you go all the way like that, you don't get any let up.
Right.
No,
Right.
it doesn't. Okay, but that's how.
So that he can win again. He can win.
Yeah, so that he
lose
may
one.
win against
So
the
that-
subjunctive, isn't it? Yeah, it's being done. So now it's often translated so that he will, but it's not will, it's subjunctive.
Okay.
Yeah, perché vivi in ancora. So go to bed. It's marked, isn't it? Yeah, the portamento is marked.
Okay.
Right? What does portamento mean?
Carry over.
Pardon?
To carry over?
Carry, well, oh, you're close, but I don't think you know what it means. You're
No.
just guessing.
Yeah.
The word means carrying. It's
Carrying,
a form
okay.
of, it's carrying, but you're carrying what?
Carrying the sound.
The sound,
vibrato.
absolutely. Pardon.
Okay.
You were close by just guessing.
Huh?
You were
Pretty
close by
close.
guessing. Io più rosa del mercato.
Okay, there, yeah, there's Mercado. It's not.
Yeah, there.
So there I can
Right.
part that. Okay.
E se legato, scusiamo il legato.
Right.
Io più rosa del mercato. That's not so flat. That's no good. Perdon, I would breathe. If you, I think you're going to need. Perdon, vero. All the fermatas.
Okay.
What does
Yeah.
fermata mean?
Fermata. Slow to
What does fermata mean?
stop. To
Stop. Absolutely. How do you know this?
Lots of schooling.
Yeah, but lots of schools are usually bad. Schools don't always teach such a I know this. I know that. I've been in for a long time. But una fermata is a stop. But in Italy, that's where you go. The streetcar stops, it's una fermata. Whatever stops, here, because what stops you? The music. Pardon, vero. How long is the fermata?
As long as you feel.
Yes, absolutely. But I think you need a friend.
A
And if you
breath.
don't,
Okay.
then don't take one. The music does not say it needs a friend.
Right.
But I think you do.
Okay. From
You face
home.
before, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Io
Io-
chiudo San Caio, questo è marcato.
Okay.
Wow. Good. Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
I'm Katrina.
You're Trina.
Katrina.
Oh, Katrina. And what do you have?
I'm singing Richard Strauss's Alexander.
That is it. Oh. Okay, I've never heard it in this key. I saw the music when Tomasz gave it. I didn't know it printed that. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, good.
Stell auf den Tisch
Yeah, sure. When is All Souls Day?
What is All Souls Day?
When, yeah, what or when?
Well, I think it's in, I don't, we'll say what it is.
Let's say when it is too, that's not even, but go say, tell us what it is first.
It's the day when the family members or friends will go to the cemeteries and graveyards and lay flowers on the graves of those they've lost.
Okay, but when is it?
November
November what?
1st.
2.
2.
It's November 2. Is it always November 2?
Yes.
No.
No.
When November 2 comes on Sunday, then it's not on the day, and then it's on the next Monday, it's on the 3rd. But it's November 2. Okay. Now, so tell us, it really, it tells us a little bit what it's about, but what does the poem have to say?
Well, it starts out with me talking about how
Yeah, we know that already. Just tell us what it says.
I'm gathering flowers, mignonettes and red asters, blasted red asters, making a bouquet of flowers, and I talk about how I'm talking to my beloved who's passed on, and I say, give me your hand once again, and just for one more sweet caress, and if anyone sees, I don't even care. For just one more of your secret glimpses, and talks about how today is All Souls Day, and all the graves are covered with blooming flowers. And the last line is, come to me that we can be together again, and come to me in my heart that we can be together again as once in May.
You're close, but you have too much of that in there, but let's do it from the beginning again. But remember, it's November 2. If I were listening, I'm so bored, I would say, let's get out of here. We don't want to listen to that anymore.
Okay.
If you were singing in public, that's what would happen. That's what each of you has this vital responsibility. You say, stell auf dich, die du to sing all the time. Stell auf. I want to go home.
Okay.
Because I think, I poke her and I say, there's no singing, let's get out of here. You can do that. If I can, so can you. I have no voice. You have a nice voice. So sing. That bar can. Sure. Yeah. Sure. And now.
Stell auf den Tisch.
Stell. I thought it was going to be better. But then you go stell, then you were quiet. You stell auf den. Stell auf den Tisch. What am I doing?
You're keeping it all big. It's not.
I'm singing.
Oh, right.
I'm singing. Stell auf den. You go stell auf den. I thought, what's she doing?
Okay.
She's not singing.
Okay.
It doesn't nothing to do with being loud. Nothing at all. I go, stell auf den. But still singing. It doesn't sound good to the public. But don't confuse this at all, people, with being loud. It is not being loud. It's being real. Stell auf den Tisch.
Stell auf den Tisch, die du
Just do that phrase. That's hard. I know all these low in your voice. I think the key is too low for you also. What is that? What I'm doing?
Not.
It's nonsense.
No.
No, who cares? Just, it's simple. Just put them together. There. We know you're dead in that casket. No, not at all.
Okay.
It just happens to be on All Souls Day. But he's very much alive, and so is she. Or he and she, men sing this song too. Give me your heart, and ask her again. She's not going to say this to a corpse. Give me your hands and I can hold it once more. Do you think? I mean, it's not sick. That's for television. But not in real life. Give me your heart. Give me your heart. Das ist die heimlich Trüben. Oder man sieht, ist es deine Hand. Gib mir nur deine Ist ja der Tod frei. Come on, my house. If there's one day in the year that's free for the dead, can't we at least have one? I mean, that's all I'm asking for. I mean, you're not talking to a corpse. Corpse is not going to give you anything, is it? Unless there's something about corpses which I don't know. But I don't think, I mean, they're sort of dead. It's nothing. Oh, okay. I'm talking, y'all. I talk him yard, is ja die Tod. I talk him yard, is ja die Tod. That's right. I talk him yard. I talk him yard, is ja die Tod. Now, so that's right. Oh, my come on, my house. That's where we're going. That's why we're singing this song. For that note, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, okay.
I'm
talking young, do you understand? What are you going to do next with this song?
What am I, like, next in the performance, or what am I going to do?
Yeah, but tomorrow when you practice it, or when you go home and practice, what are you going to do?
Well, I think a lot of times I let the German get in the way of making it legato. So I think I need to work on that. Yeah.
You need to sing. Don't worry about that's not getting in your way. You don't sing. That's what's with all of you. You don't sing. The letters are not getting in your way. I mean, they can be better, that's for sure. And they're not, don't allow them, but you don't sing. Just sing. And this is a song for singing. This is what it's about.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's take the rest. Let's take 10 or 15 minutes to do what's fun.